Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lina Show. Here's your host, Lina Kuliavas. Woo-hoo! Yeah! Woo! Oh, thank you. You all are too kind. Today's guest will be Lina Kuliavas, and she will be talking to us about why art education is important in elementary school. Well, Lina, it's lovely to have you on our show. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here. All right, great. Well, if you don't mind, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You spent the last few weeks teaching elementary school. What was your elementary school art experience like? I'm glad you asked. When I was in elementary school, my art teacher, Mrs. Forsyth, was very passionate about teaching art and made all of us students excited to learn. I knew I wanted to have that same effect on kids. She always asked questions and brought up different ways of looking at everyday things. Would you say she had a big influence on your wanting to be an art teacher? Absolutely. Do you think introducing art early on makes a difference in a child's education? Yes, the earlier the better. Art teaches critical thinking and gives children an outlet for creativity. Subjects like math, science, and history are always the same. 2 plus 2 will always equal 4, but art is different. With art, anything can be anything. It all depends on how you look at it. I think it's important to introduce this concept to students early on so they realize that not everything in life is so cut and dry. It's important for them to learn to question their surroundings, and art is a great way for children to do just that. Also, not all students learn the same way. For example, I'm a very visual learner, and so when teachers would just stand in front of the class and lecture, it was kind of in one ear and out the other for me. Having art classes really cemented concepts because not only was I hearing the teacher explain, I could watch and have something tangible to make a connection with. Very interesting. It's wonderful to see that this has been something you've always been interested in. My next question is, how would you describe your first teaching experience at St. Mary's? It was a little bit hectic, but overall I had a blast. Hectic? Yes, some of my first graders were a little unruly, and my lesson was a little shorter than I planned, but I used what went wrong in the first week to make sure my second week with the kindergartners went a lot smoother. And did it? I felt a lot more confident having already run through the lesson once, so I'd say yes, it did. And how was the art show? I had a lot of fun at the art show. You could tell that the students were really excited to show their parents what they'd been working on, and seeing them be so proud of their pieces made me realize why I wanted to be an art teacher in the first place. So what you're saying is, although sometimes the students made you feel like you were going crazy, it was worth it in the end to see how excited they were about their work? Exactly. It's a feeling I wouldn't trade for the world. Wonderful. Well, that's about all the time we have here today. I want to thank you for coming out and sharing your experiences with us. Good luck with your future endeavors in teaching, and I hope to hear from you again soon. Thanks for having me. I had a wonderful time.